A sunny day on the open road, and then this. Four vehicles completely written off in seconds. Top right, a motorcyclist rides out of shot and is caught in the ensuing carnage. If you were in the middle of those vehicles, would you want to meet the driver responsible? This is what restorative justice is all about, or RJ as it's sometimes called. Bringing together the victim and the offender to put things right.
I had terrible anxiety about many aspects of the crash and experienced post-traumatic stress disorder.
For the purpose of this film, the victim's place is taken by another person, but what you hear are her exact words.
I worried about the lorry driver. I worried about crashing again and what actually happened, and just felt unsettled.
I've hurt people. I never intentionally went out there to hurt people. And basically I wanted to say I'm so sorry for the pain, suffering and anguish I've caused them, plus their family and friends and relatives.
Martin now earns a living as a painter and decorator. For causing serious injuries by dangerous driving, he lost his licence for 3 years and has decided never to drive an HGV again. He also went to prison for 15 months. Meeting was very difficult for both of them, but they were keen to embrace the restorative justice process.
The day I met Martin was so unnerving but rewarding. I came away feeling that I'd had closure and had made peace with my feelings, and that I'd made peace with him too. I now feel I can move forward and leave the crash behind me.
It's very, very hard. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, but I don't regret it at all. I'd recommend everybody 100% to go ahead and do it.
I remind you that we're here to discuss what's happened.
The face-to-face meeting, which we call a conference, is the end of a lengthy, carefully planned and supportive process. The conference only takes place when both parties have been thoroughly prepared, they know exactly what to expect, and we're confident the outcome will be a positive one. The conference is managed to ensure there are no surprises for either party or any confrontation.
I went up to her and I just said, "Look, I'm so sorry." Even then I wanted to run, go. I thought, no, I've got to get closure. I've got to close this down, even though I'll never ever be able to forgive myself.
I found the whole process very healing. The process was done in a suitable time frame. The facilitators were compassionate and caring, and I felt fully supported and prepared by them both. I recommend this to anyone who feels ready to face the experience, and you'll be supported appropriately. And if you're open-minded, you will experience quite a healing journey.
I've got a life sentence with this. I'll take this to my grave. I'm that type of person. It definitely helps, because prior to it I kept thinking about it, lying in bed thinking about it. It's basically just closure. It helps to finish the final chapter and close the book.
As you can see from Martin's example, restorative justice certainly isn't the easy option, but it's an important part of the Police and Crime Commissioner's plan. And that's because it enables offenders to take responsibility for their actions and to make amends. In turn, it can reduce reoffending and bring huge benefits to victims, giving them a voice in the criminal justice system, enabling any of their questions to be answered, and crucially, helping them to move on from the crime.